Okie dokie, let's go jump to rank games with the engineer once again, but this time we're rocking the other starter bag called the box of cogs, which means we won't be able to fuse any more items unless we use this item right here called the cog, which gives us 5 block for each crafted item, but when we sell or trade this item, it fuses our item in our inventory, so we can't craft up items unless we use our cogs. And then we also start off with a battery, but then we start off with a slice of bread as well, which will give us some stamina back, which is going to be kind of nice. Now, I'm not sure what we kind of want to start off with. There is definitely a ton of new items. I mean, there's also this Stankus 2-pick, which looks kind of interesting, where your opponent's going to take a lot more damage as well. And I kind of want to try to go for an Automaton today as well, which is about hammer dagger action. Well, kind of. But we need to find all those items as well. So it's going to be a lot to try and get there, especially rocking this bag of all things. So we're going to start off by taking a banana. We're probably going to take the stone, and I'm wondering, should we take the broom too? Yeah, I think we gotta take it. I'm gonna roll once. As a whetstone, we could try to go for the Stankus 2-pick, which I'm not opposed to as well. I kind of want to grab the piggy bank too though. Yeah, I'm gonna take the piggy bank for this round. But I think I'm gonna take the garlic and leave it as this for this round. Let's get moving on. I'm gonna use the battery to try and speed up our broom as fast as possible, because that's gonna be 10% speed, then 15, then 20%, and 25% increased speed. So this broom is going to be going extremely fast. Well, as long as the charge is on it, but eventually that charge is going to run out and it's going to go back to normal speed. And bad news for us, our opponent does have a lot of damage with a frying pan. Way more damage than us, and that's going to smash us, unfortunately. But it is what it is. Let's grab our storage. Definitely going to grab more stones. And then I'm going to roll. And we could grab this dagger too. We could also craft up a shovel, which I'm kind of not opposed to doing. Let's take it. Let's also take our dagger. Let's sell one of our cogs. And get this shovel online. Now I'm still gonna roll though. And fanny pack being on sale, we'll gladly take. Now we could go for a turbo dog once again. I mean, shovel with a turbo dog is just pretty darn good item for sure. But can we take on this engineer? Rocking the triple customer cards with a cog themselves. They're gonna have the stone badge, so they're not gonna see any of the engineered items as well. Which are going to have a cracked run though, by getting so much customer cards. But I think we should have this one more in the bag. We inflicted 1 tiny blinds, but that's about it. But so far it's not looking too bad for us. We should have a little bit more defenses than our opponents, and come on, we get there. 3 HP, that was way more closer than I thought it was going to be. Now, we did get dig deeper. I mean, we can dig up a bunch of items. We also got shielded as well. Now, the reason I'm looking at shielded is because I was thinking that this guy could be a shield, but unfortunately he's not. They're a weapon / pet. Imagine if shielded worked with that. But we could take Mana Mastery because we're going to be looking for a bunch of mana items. So yeah, I'm going to take it. And speaking of a mana item, we'll be taking it. Now should we go for a mana dagger? Probably, right? Let's also take our fanny pack as well. And I really want to take a second piggy bank, but I'm not sure if we can really afford it either. I forgot we need to use up a cog as well to craft up this dagger. Let's do it. Just going to be a lot more damage for us. Do we take an extra battery then? Probably not. This I will gladly take. So the whetstone, let's sell it. But yeah, I'm going to be rocking on once again. So we should be able to generate mana for ourselves quite a bit, and then have a spectral dagger. Use that mana to deal +6 damage. So it should have definitely 8 to 9 damage, which should be amazing. But our Mana Master is going to keep stacking up our mana as well, so that's going to be fantastic as well. And we should be able to smash out this Pyromancer. They do have a little bit of heals with the Gooberts. We're going to have a little bit of damage with the Molten Dagger as well, but we definitely should have the advantage. Smash it even. Now what you got for us? Not a whole lot actually. The lump of coal I'll take. We'll roll. That is a Kyle as well, meaning we could go for a chainsaw. I'm not sure I do want to grab it. I kind of want to grab ourselves this time so I can just roll again. That's another Mana Orb. We got to take it. 1,000,000%. We're going for all these Mana Orbs. And we'll definitely take this piggy bank though. And let's rock on. Now our cogs are going to be giving us a little bit more block. It shouldn't be too bad. 20 blocks starting off, just actually not bad at all. But we are facing so much stones. You're going to be going for that steel, I was going to say steel gold, but stone gold straight away. They have the regen as well. Spiky shield is going to be a bit tough for us because we're going to be hitting it, stacking up the spikes for opponents. We're going to be taking that chip damage. But can our spectral dagger help us win out? Because it's not looking too great right now. Definitely not. this shield putting in some work because it is blocking a lot of our damage. And unfortunately, yeah, we're toast. Wait, what can I say? That's going to be a Mana Orb. Potion builds I kind of want to take for some storage. That's also resistor, which means we can go for Turbo Dog. What do we want to? I mean, we could also just get the heat from as well. How about grab more storage? Grab more storage and just roll again, and that's another piggy bank. We really need to find ourselves a hammer. Do we keep our stones then? I mean, I still want to go for stone golem. Maybe we sell our lump of coal. We keep rolling, and that's our hammer. Well, we'll be taking the next rounds. Hellpot's also pretty darn sweet too, and we could actually have went for poison grenade, because with the pestilence flask, with a resistor and a stone, you can go for poison grenades, which looks like they could be a lot of fun too. But as right now, we're going to have to wait around to get our hammer. I'm wondering how hammer works with piggy banks as well. But that's another shields and the essence of steel, which is going to give their weapons a ton of damage. Definitely so. With the shield again, seen a lot of shields, which is super unfortunate. Everybody's rocking spike shields early on, which is madness. But that's going to be really bad for hammer dagger action. And we don't really have a lot of DPS with a single spectral dagger and a shovel, so can't wait till we upgrade to our hammer, that's for sure. But we actually stacked up so much mana that we're going to get a big Mana Bomb. Hopefully give us a bunch of vampirism, tons of power, and this big Mana Bomb, I was going to say might have saved us, but it definitely did not. Now we could just go for a big Mana Thirst stack and build, and that is a lightning in a bottle, which consumed this deal 10 effect damage, inflict 10 blinds for 5 seconds, and for each holy item, heal for 5. I've never seen this much Mana Orbs. I mean, go for a Mana Thirst type build instead of hammer dagger action. I mean, we could hold on to this as well, but am I crazy for wanting to go for Mana Thirst? Maybe. We could also craft up a Shelly at the same time. Let's do it. But let's also sell you too, and I really want to grab ourselves a Mana Orb, but I also kind of want to grab the lightning in the bottle, because it is a potion, by the way. And it will speed up our Shelly as well. And Shelly has been nerfed just a little bit too, but I'm going to take the lightning bottle. And we're definitely going to reserve our Mana Orb, but we should be able to stack up an insane amount of mana with our Mana Thirst, which means we should be able to get 10 effect damage and some lifesteal from it. But that's going to be cold stacking, snow stick type action. But we're also speeding up our Mana Thirst along with the charge as well. With lightning bottle inflicting all the blinds, the opponents can't stack up as much cold, but they do get a crazy amount of luck. And hell yeah, not bad at all. Definitely not bad. Now this gives us another resistor. Let's take our Mana Orb. Let's also grab you too. I'm thinking about saving our 4 golds, although we kind of need to find some daggers, so I'm going to roll once. Okay, toys. I'm not sure if we're going to go for Stone Golem anymore, but we still want to keep it, and I do kind of want to grab this fanny pack, but let's get going once again. But with another Mana Orb in, we should be able to generate up even more mana, which should be even more smashing. We start off with a decent bit of block with all these cogs as well. Well, no, it's not looking too bad. But is it going to be enough to be able to take out this mage? They are still rocking a frying pan, which is going to be awesome for us. They also have a dagger and they're rocking that chessboard too, but hell yeah. Not bad at all. Now we definitely want to go for Mana Crystal right now, because this will give us even more mana. I think that's going to be crazy good. Tesla Coil also on sale could be kind of awesome, but I think that's for the other starter bag. Hypercube could also be pretty darn good. The laboratory, if we're going to be getting lots of buffs, this could be fantastic too. I'm going to be rocking the Mana Crystal today, which means I do want to grab our hammer. I also want to grab a fanny pack too, and let's keep rolling. Helmet, we definitely want to grab too. And we're going to have to use our cog pretty much immediately though. But let's see how it works with our hammer in as well. I mean, with our piggy bank. If we use this, yeah, they do craft up and get our money instantly. That's actually kind of crazy. But with this helmet, reduce damage taken by 25% and gain 2 mana. Items have a 15% chance to duplicate mana as well. So that's kind of awesome too. So this should be able to generate up a lot of mana first as well. The only thing is, do we want to go for that dragon? It is on sale for 5. I'm not going to take it. That is our armor. We're going to get our automaton on it pretty darn quick. All we need to do is find some boots. But I'm just going to sell for a little bit of storage as of right now. I'm not going to put in our hammer. We're going to be rocking on once again. But the lightning in the bottle is actually kind of awesome as well with our Shelly, because this is going to be going every 10 seconds right now. And with the charge on it, it's going to be going that a little bit faster. we should be able to stack up crazy amounts of mana. Definitely so. With our charge emitter as well, we get huge big mana bombs, and this could be an insane type build. As long as we get more mana orbs. Let's grab our armor though. Let's continue to roll. And let's go and grab a stamina sack too. But we could have had our stone golem in if I took that last rock as well. That's kind of a feels bad actually. But we definitely want this in, and we need to put our hammer in too. To crack open this piggy bank. As we use this. And that's going to be awesome. Let's go ahead and get rid of it. But let's roll again. Can we find our boots? Now, Holy Spirit could also be fantastic too. But let's keep going. Another fanny pack. Could also be crazily good. And I'm going to take it. But this is actually going to use up a lot of mana to give us a bunch of block or cleanse debuffs. We'll see what this is, especially going to begin a poison type bow. With Q-Birds and a spike shield again, but since we're only rocking a single mana thirst and a little dagger, stamina shouldn't be too much of an issue. We got crazy buffs, we got tons of block, and this is actually not looking too bad. Now adding in a bunch of hunger blades or even frostbites could also be fantastic in this build as well. Definitely so far. But not bad at all. Now we could also take the Fortuna's Kiss, which means we could have a chance to stun our opponent as well. We could also go for double rainbow and actually have a chance to duplicate all this mana generation and all the buffs even more. I mean, if there's a time for double rainbow, it's right now, isn't it? I think it is like the perfect example for it, so I'm going to have to actually grab it. Now another helmet we could take and craft up, another cap of brilliance. I think I kind of want to take it, but let's roll again. That's our boots. We desperately need it. The thing is, do we sell the helmet that we just bought for it? Or do we just give up on our stone golem and just sell one stone to go ahead and take? I think we're going to have to do that. Let's go ahead and definitely craft it up. But we're going to have to use another one right now too. Which is, it feels bad, but it is what it is. And with our Taurus hammer, it's going to use mana to deal effect damage and inflict blinds. But here's the thing. We now need to stack everything on top of magic deck armor. But let's also craft up the helmet too. Making sure we make use of all our cogs. And right now we got our Automaton, which is actually kind of cracked. So on hit, it's going to use 4 mana to inflict blind for 2 seconds, but a 45% chance to stun our opponent as well for half a second. But it's also going to cleanse a bunch of debuffs. Now it's going to gain 200 armor, reduce damage taken by 25% for 6 seconds, items trigger 30% faster, and have a 30% chance to duplicate their mana once. Okay, this way I don't like double rainbows much because, yeah, Ninja's sitting here, but then we need to move our mana thirst forward, but we don't really have the space to move forward, and we definitely want the chance to duplicate all our mana too. But we also want our Automaton to give us a chance to duplicate even more mana too. So we're damned if we do, damned if we don't. Now we could kind of settle on something like this, which isn't super ideal, but it might genuinely have to do. And we really do want all this charge on our Automaton to get this guy going fast as possible. Let's apply some cogs in so we get a little bit of block. And yeah, we're going to be rocking on with this. Trying to get as much. We should have moved the stone up here because moving in 4 directions, we should be able to stack up a lot more mana. But every time it hits a mana item, it's going to give us crazy absurd amounts of big mana bombs. But we should be able to duplicate insane amounts of mana from our single mana thirst and just stack up mana for 7 million years. While our Automaton uses up a lot of mana, but also makes crazy use of all these buffs too. And this magic stacking Automaton is looking kind of crazy actually. Is it not? Hell yeah it is. Now we could take the bloody amulet and craft up a vampiric bat, which will use up more of our stamina, but once we stack up loads of luck, it's going to be doing other things. It makes a lot of sense, so I'm going to take out. Let's roll again. That's another dagger, and I'm wondering, should we go for another magic dagger? Or should we go for that vampiric dagger? I think I kind of want to go for a vampiric bat though. So it does mean I'm going to have to sell one of our cogs. But this guy is going to give us lifesteal on our weapons. And I really want to apply to our Automaton too. So this is looking actually really awesome in this spot. This Mana Orb maybe not looking as good. But I think I'm just going to roll again. Honestly, recombobulator is just free money, so I'm going to sell you. Go ahead and take it and let that recombobulate itself. Now, I'm not sure I do want to continue on with this, but I mean, we should be able to pretty much duplicate any buffs we do get from a big mana bomb. So having it in this spot, we generate up a lot less mana, but at the same time, we should be able to at least trigger one, right? Depends on if we use up too much mana with our spectral daggers, but we'll see. We should be able to duplicate a lot of mana gains from our mana torches as well, and all our weapons are going to have 20% lifesteal. Actually, they're not going to have any lifesteal. They're going to be stacking up our vampirism. Unless we charge our bat. And we don't really have a way to charge our bat unless we use our battery. But it does take us quite some time to get a big mana with bomb, but hell yeah, once we get there, it's not bad at all. And that is a prismatic orb, which we're going to be taking 1,000,000% with some storage. Let's roll. And we could grab ourselves a second hammer to go for that Thor's hammer. Also, this didn't recombobble out. I forgot that we actually have to use our cog for it. Yeah, this is going to take some time to get used to. So we used our cog. Is there anything else we could just get rid of this garlic? Is it doing a whole lot for us? Mana Orb we definitely do not want to get rid of. We could get rid of our shiny shell as well. Let's sell that cog. What you got for us? Okay, that's insane. I think we might have broke the game. That's literally just absurdness. Because this guy's going to give us 200 block, which means a bunch of empower, and we have a chance to duplicate that too. Yeah, I'm going to be super happy with that. 1,000,000%. Wooden sword we can get rid of. Let's roll again, and that is going to be another bloody amulet. So if we had a way to charge this more, I'd be a lot more happy. Now we could, instead of trying to charge our automaton, use our one singular battery on our bat. But I'd rather have our automaton going super speedy, crazily. Let's take our final stone back once again. And we definitely could add a stone golem in this build as well, which would have been cracked as well, because we would have been able to get loads of block, especially with arm steel. But that's going to be a massive very large blood torrent. We could be in trouble with this guy. Maybe. Because it's going to start dealing some big damage too. But as long as we can lifesteal back to full, it's not going to matter too much. And this automaton type build is actually looking kind of cracked. Is it not? But let's take this. Come on, Arm to Steel. Okay, Amulet of Energy, even better. 1,000,000% even better. And we could go for another freaking Mecha Bat, which I'm kind of down for. Another fanny pack though, speeding up our automaton even more. This guy is massive. Just genuinely huge. And we could go for Stamina Banana too. Or Mananana. Mananana? But let's go for that Mecha Bat. We're going to place it in this side this time. But we are going to be rocking on once again. Now also this Prismatic Orb is going to give us a bunch of starting mana too. We could have prioritized a little bit more. We could also prioritize getting more Vampirism as well. But in the off chance that we do get a charge, which we're definitely not going to, we're going to be rocking on with this. And this is so much buffs, it's kind of nuts. And we're going to get another big mana buff bomb since we got our Amulet of Energy, because we do refund a lot of our buffs. It's not going to be close after that. We just stacked up 47 Vampirism, 22 in power, 17 heat, and just absurd levels of mana. In terms of damage, we do have about a 60 DPS, all coming from our Mana Thirst, our Automaton, Spectral Daggers, and our Lightning in a Bottle, doing 10 damage too. And in terms of block, 254 block, our Automaton with 200 block, and our Arm Steel with 30. I do think we're definitely going to be continuing on, because this build is only going to get better. Let's grab our Stamina Stack. Another fanny pack could also be fantastic too. Yeah, I'm going to grab it. Let's roll again. Now, Paradise Burb to duplicate our buffs even more would be nuts too. But I'm not going to take it. Set of Blueberries will definitely take. And I'm going to still continue on. Now we could go for second Mana Armor. I mean, it makes a lot of sense, right? Because we're going to get the Amulet of Steel going too. But I also really want to place this in because that's going to speed up our dude. And we also need this on our Double Rainbow as well. That's something we should be doing too, because that's going to literally give us more buffs back too. The Blueberry is going to be a mana item. It's going to be literally perfectly in this spot as well, because that's going to trigger this as well. We also need all these items because that's going to give us more mana too. And this will be more ideal placed down below. But we're going to have to leave it like so. Let's make sure we grab this in the next runs. Let's get going. This should be fantastic. Maybe. We are facing a Shield of Valor with the King of Bling. And this Panzer Drag is looking kind of cracked with the double axe as well. But if we keep inflicting our blinds from our Automaton with our Lightning Bottle, our opponent's not going to be able to hit us for a little bit as we stack up all those buffs. And with 200 block, we've 18 in power, and it's not going to be close after that. Definitely not. Now, should we go for a third bat? It's a lot of freaking bats. Let's grab our Holy Armor first of all, though. Yeah, let's do it. Let's grab our Mecha Bat. And we got our Magic Deck Armor, which will use a lot more mana. But we generate up so much mana, it shouldn't be too much of a problem anyways. I'm going to place this fella in here. And then we're going to place our battery up top too. But let's get going once again. We should be able to generate up an absurd amount of vampirism. We might actually scale up too much vampirism and get rid of all our luck. Which means we're not going to be able to hit our opponents if we get rid of all our luck. We should have crazy amounts of block. And we should be able to stack up even more power. And this is looking kind of insane, is it not? Hell yeah, it is. We do so much damage. It's just... all I can say is insane, and we could go for second Mana Thirst. We would lose our Mana Orb. I mean, there's not more I do want to grab, but I can't do it. Just add in a Hunger Blade though. We could literally just add in this Hunger Blade. Yeah, I'm down for it. Let's roll again. As Resistor. That's our bird. Let's roll once more. Now the thing is, do we want to go for another Mana Dagger? I think I'd rather try to grab ourselves a Vampiric Dagger. Yeah, I'm going to hold out for it. But maybe that's not the smartest idea. But adding in our Hunger Blade means we're going to be stacking up even more vampirism. It's going to deal more max damage based on how much vampirism we're going to have. And we're going to have a lot of vampirism. It's also going to make even better use of our power. The problem is, we could be eating up a lot more stamina by adding this in. But is it really going to matter too much? Definitely not. It's just crazy insane. Another stamina sack with another fanny pack, which I'm going to be taking. Let's place you in tow. Let's roll. Kyle steal buffs. Wolpertinger would have been amazing, and that's exactly what I'm looking for. Most of all, let's sell you for now too. Is it lightning in the bottle really that worth it anymore? It does speed up our Shelly, but I'm thinking about getting rid of it. Yeah, let's get rid of it. For another Prismatic Orb, it's going to be too good not to take, right? At least with our setup right now, we should be able to generate up 10 mana with another 8 mana, and we're going to have a chance to duplicate that mana. And this is going to hit all those items and just give us absurd amounts of mana. But all while having the most we can duplicate with our double rainbow. And this could honestly be the single most awesome double rainbow I think I've ever had. Genuinely. Because it's targeting our Mana Orbs, it's targeting our Prismatic Orbs, and it is targeting our Mana Crystal as well, along with our Amount of Energy. Now, should we just go ahead and craft up a Spectral Dagger? I think we probably should, right? I mean, it is the final round to craft, so we won't be able to get much else. Yeah, let's get going. We generate up so much mana with our Amount of Energy, might as well use it. We are facing a shielded gold armor, and we're going to be running out of stamina like crazy. But we're also going to be ignoring a lot of armor with our Spectral Daggers. So it shouldn't be too bad. And with our Automaton, gaining all the speed, all the power, it doesn't use up stamina. So we should be able to constantly stun our opponents, stacking up crazy absurd amounts of buffs, and since this is technically a melee weapon as well, it's going to use up all this vampirism, and holy moly, our opponent has crazy armor, but it doesn't really matter, right? Our little dagger is going to be doing so much damage, and that is insane buff. This might be too cracked. Now, should we just settle on a bloody amulet? I mean, it makes sense, right? But we're not going to take it. A little bit of storage. Let's roll. And the good thing is, we can actually craft in this round. Now that I think about it. Should we just take a second banana though? Second banana so we can just help with our stamina. We could also use up a mana banana, which I'm kind of down for. So what that's really going to do for us is this is going to use 2 mana to heal for 10, but also regenerate 2 stamina. That's going to be really awesome. It's also another mana item, so it kind of pays for itself, right? Let's roll again. On Seabreaking Bob later, we can use if we want to, and I really need this. Do we say goodbye to our Shelly? That's 3, that's 4, that's 11 gold, 12 golds. 13 golds, we need 1 more gold worth of items. Do we sell our toast? We kind of need to, right? It helps with our stamina, but we just got ourselves a mana banana. Yeah, we're going to get rid of all these items. Goodbye, Shelly. Goodbye, stones. Welcome, Prismatic Orb. We should be able to get a big mana bomb from the get-go, and I'm wondering, should we just craft up another mana nanana? Now, Maneki would be insane in this build because it would speed up our Automaton, it would speed up our Mana Crystal along with our Prismatic Orbs and even our Magitek Armor, so Maneki is definitely going to be worth it as well, especially since these are going to cost a lot of gold soon. It is what it is. Let's go and see if we're going to be able to handle this final opponent. Something tells me we're going to have a good time anyways. Now this, Ranger's rocking the Forest Dragon. I really want to make a build around this guy too, because this guy deals crazy damage based on how much regen you're going to have. There's definitely ways you can scale up a lot of regen. But it's not looking too bad for us right now. I mean, lots of blinds, crazy vampirism, and yeah, it's not even going to be close whatsoever. Hell yeah, it's not. Not bad at all. Now in terms of damage, we do have about 100 DPS, being our Mana Thirst, Hunger Blade, Automaton, Spectral Daggers putting in the work for us too. In terms of heals, 126 healing per second. Yeah, this build was kind of nuts, because we had 120 healing per second, with 100 DPS basically, and a further 250 block on top. Just the sheer amount of buffs we managed to get was absurd. With this right 4 lives left, how much rank points are we going to get? It should be crazy good. Plus 28. Rank us halfway up to gold. But I'm going to leave it here for now. I just want to say thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, comment, or even subscribe, and hope to keep looking for the next one. I'll see you next time. Okay, we're back in some round 18 fights, and we're going to see what we can do with this build. I mean, we start off with a big Mana bomb already, and then after that, it's just going to be another one, and smashing. Now, can we deal with another Automaton type build? I'm pretty sure our build is probably going to smash out way faster with the crazy absurd amount of buffs we're going to get. Because, well, actually, hold on a second, the shield is putting in some work for opponents, eating up our stamina. I have reduced our healing just a little bit, but never mind. And can we take on this Chainsaw Generator Magic Tech Armor? Chainsaw is going to be interesting. They're going to steal 5% of our buff. That could come back to bite us in the butt, because you're going to get lots and lots of buffs from us, which is kind of funny, but at the same time kind of scary, because they're actually stealing a lot more buffs. Oh my god, I think we found a counter to us. The Chainsaw, stacking up all our buffs. They have crazy buffs, but I don't think it's going to counter us, actually. Hell no, it's not. Not bad at all.